disappointed. Mark puts on an incredible show, as will the other players that are going to be here also. So we had talked about these categories, and we had a couple that we had a tie in this year. This category was another one at 51 votes each, and when we counted those votes up, if it's a tie, it's a tie. That means 2 people are going in. So I would like to call out the next recipient of this Living Thumbpicker Award, Mr. Shane Adkins. Hey, you want to say a few words? Or you want to say, you can say it over there. He's ready to pick.
I ain't gonna play long, about 3 hours. Let me get, tell him something, Joe, advertisement or something while I get this.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about him because he'll probably tell you. But, you know, Shane's been coming up here for a while, and he's going to be a judge. You're also a former champion as well.
2003.
So I was thinking 03, he's going to be a judge in our traditional category tomorrow, which you also do not want to miss, the International Home of the Legends Thumbpicking Championship. The winners in the traditional and the contemporary category will be taking home a Fairlane Blue Gretsch 5420 guitar.
Wow.
And we also have the
I may not judge tomorrow, I may play.
Hey, you're eligible. And we also have the junior shootout where the winner will be taking home some cash as well. So come out and check that out. I can promise you we're just getting warmed up tonight. So I think he's ready to play.
Well, I sure would like to thank everybody for their vote. And Muhlenberg County, Kentucky is my second home, you might say. My mom's side of the family is from right here in Drakesboro, Cleveland, Central City, Greenville, Graham, and all points in between. And I sure appreciate you voting for me. And the award is great, and where it is being presented is great to me also. So how many folks from Kentucky we got here tonight? I saw a lot of tags out there, but I think most of you are from Kentucky. So I'm going to do this little old song here for all the Kentuckians and everybody that's a Kentuckian at heart. It goes like this. Old Kentucky Home. This next little tune is a Kentucky song. I had the great opportunity to play on the Cumberland Highlanders show, which was filmed at the Jerusalem Ridge Bluegrass Festival, next county over at Rosine, Kentucky, at Bill Monroe's home place. And Campbell Mercer was the guy that was in charge and put the whole thing on. If you saw the show on RFD, he filmed the 3 or 4 day festival, all 50 acts, and then that's what made the show through the year. And so I was fortunate enough to get to play there. And one thing I like about playing places like that, you get the behind-the-scenes story on a lot of the big stars and things, because most of those bands were headed up by people who used to play for Bill Monroe. Matter of fact, I figure about half the crowd here played for Bill Monroe at one time or another, since he fired more people in the music business than anybody. But anyway, Bill paid his musicians weekly. And if you played 5 or 6 gigs a week, well, that's a pretty good week, and you got your week's pay. If you only had 2 or 3 gigs that week, you didn't go home. You went to Bill's farm and you hauled hay and fixed tractors and fed cows and I don't know whatever else. And I think that's probably where a lot of them quit at, was right there. But anyway, one of the stories about Bill was that back in the mid-'70s, 74, right along in there, him and several other entertainers got, I don't remember if it was a Lifetime Achievement Award or something to that tune. It was an award for the arts. And Bill got an award. And it was at Ford's Theater, as a matter of fact, in Washington, D.C. And Bill got his award, and part of the deal was if you got an award, you and your entourage the next morning got a tour of the White House. So another entertainer that got an award was Frank Sinatra. So the next morning, Bill and his little group go get the tour of the White House, and they come out on the back lawn. There's a little tent set up with finger foods and lemonade and what have you. And Bill was standing there with his finger foods and his lemonade and talking to some folks. And the next folks out of the White House that followed Bill was Frank Sinatra and his entourage. And they said that Frank made a beeline for Bill Monroe, walked right up to him, said, "Mr. Monroe, I want you to know that I'm a huge fan of yours and I've always, always loved your music." And Bill said, "What is your name?" Frank said, "Sinatra, Frank Sinatra." He said, "What is it you do?" Frank said, "I'm a singer." Bill said, "Good luck to you," and walked off and left him standing there. I don't think Bill owned a TV, but I wouldn't think that he would if he didn't know Frank Sinatra. But those little stories like that are just something I lived to learn. The first song I did on the show was this one right here. Let's see. We were waltzing one night in Kentucky beneath the beautiful harvest moon, and I was the boy who was lucky, but it all had ended so soon. As I sit here alone in the moonlight, I see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace and the beautiful Kentucky waltz. As I sit here alone in the moonlight, I see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace and the beautiful Kentucky waltz. Thank y'all. So a lot of y'all know me. I bring 2 guitars or 3 guitars at a time, so I don't have to stand up here and do this. But I didn't bring them, I just brought one, so. Y'all get to hear the ancient Chinese song, Tu Ning. Am I going too fast for some of y'all? Is this microphone on? I think I got it right here. It's close enough for government work. Well, I got a tuner. Let's just use that. I would like to dedicate this one to Marilyn Kirtley. You talk about a supporting fan. Bless her heart. All right, let's see. Pretty close, y'all, pretty close. I'll be done in about 30 minutes. There we go. Like I said, my family's from here, my mom's side of the family. We go way back into Muhlenberg County. My great-great-great-great-grandfather came over from Wales, England to teach coal mining in 1840 here. I actually have his whit rock that he sharpened his razor on. And the Wilcutts and the Thomases were a big part of things here. Some of y'all might remember my great-uncle Billy Wilcutt. He was assistant superintendent of county schools, worked right across the highway right over here. And my grandfather Jim Wilcutt, Jewel Wilcutt, and they were great people. Great Kentuckians, great Americans, and they're all passed away now. But about once a year, I have to get my compass straight. I live in Alabama, right across the state line from Tennessee. Roll Tide. And I heard that. I knew that was coming. Anyway, I have to get my compass straight, and I come back up here, and I visit places, and I go to the cemetery. And the one thing that they had a pretty simple philosophy, and that was to love the Lord, take care of your family, help your neighbor, defend this country. Bottom line. So I will do this song for them. If you know the words, jump in. When I was a boy, my family would travel back to western Kentucky, where my mama was from, to a little coal town that I've seen in my memories so many times that those old memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lays? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Old Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. Sometimes we travel right down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Adria Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles are all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lays? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. Then the coal companies came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber, they stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the ground was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lays? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. When I die, let my body float down the Green River, let my soul rest upon that old Rochester dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting just 5 miles away from wherever I am. If you know it, sing it. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lays? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train's done hauled it away. Thank y'all so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm back. And out of all things, and out of that phenomenal job that he did, and you can tell Shane has spent a lot of time in Muhlenberg County, he said, hey, what size is that T-shirt? So, here's your shirt and your very deserved award, Living Thumbpicker 2022, Shane Adkins.
I appreciate you, Joe.
Thank you so much, friend.
Get another shot. I think you want to get another shot. Sure. This will be for the post office.